LucyLuck. Hey you, I'm getting quite used to having you around. It's LucyLuck, and as requested, today I'm going to be doing my first ever Q&A while showing you how I created my Red Dead character. I'm so happy people love my character as much as I do, and while this isn't a step-by-step instruction video, do feel free to screenshot the sliders along the way if you would like your character to look something like this as well. I'm just going to hop onto an alternate account to recreate her for those that were interested and answer some of your questions along the way. I just want to say I'm thrilled with all of the questions that you submitted. I was expecting some things along the lines of how old are you, why no face reveal, etc., etc., etc. But I was delightfully surprised by your very thoughtful questions, including your interest in some of my thoughts on gaming, philosophy, music, and so on. That makes my heart really happy, so thank you to everyone who submitted for this week's video. If you missed the chance to submit questions, please feel free to comment below. Perhaps I'll get to them another time, but let's go ahead and get started. What hobbies do you have besides YouTube and gaming? No, I'm actually a bit of a hobby collector. I have this sort of graveyard of abandoned hobbies, but at the moment I really enjoy carving for woodblock printmaking. It's a really peaceful and meditative process, and I'd love to do a video game inspired one sometime to show you all. I also love collecting art books, creating cocktail recipes, swimming, and developing game design concepts for fun. If you could create your own video game, what would it be like? I love this one. As I mentioned previously, one of my hobbies is coming up with fun little game design concepts. But to try and keep it short without rambling on too much, I think if I were to create a video game, it'd be a lot like Night in the Woods combined with Stardew Valley. I've always enjoyed the idea of a coming-of-age narrative game with relaxing slice-of-life game mechanics. I also love the idea of creating a game that dives into topics relating to mental health, belonging, identity, and what it means to be home. I'm not sure if I would ever create this game, as I really just love playing them, but I do enjoy the process of developing these ideas both visually and conceptually. So thank you for that lovely question. Who inspired you to get into ASMR YouTubing? Gosh, I've been enjoying ASMR for years now, so I have a very, very long list of ASMR artists that I really love and enjoy. But it was 3 people that truly inspired me to start creating. Jeannie B ASMR. This woman is a pillar of positivity and wholesomeness in the ASMR community. It was her video talking about revealing to her friends and family that she was an ASMR content creator that really made me realize how badly and how long I've been wanting to do the same. The video had me in tears so proud of her for her authenticity and not being afraid to do what she loves and share it with the world. So that really inspired me to do the same. Bob Ross. This probably seems like a strange one, but Bob Ross was like an ASMR artist before anyone really knew what that was. He's really a true hero of mine, as well as my mother's, so I grew up watching him a lot. I was always so comforted by his soft-spoken nature while doing what he loved. Being more soft-spoken myself and having a variety of hobbies, I took a lot of inspiration from him to do what I truly love, which is playing video games and using that to help people relax and sleep. Madmorph. So, Madmorph is not an ASMR content creator. However, he's been my steady favorite YouTuber for years now. He plays a variety of games that people may not have heard of and does cozy playthroughs and reviews. I've always found his videos to be comforting, so he was another person to really inspire me. So those are the 3 people that influenced me the most to create this channel. But I continue to be inspired by other creators daily. Some of my favorite ASMR gamers are ASMR Collect and Play, Jubilee Whispers, and ASMR Gaming News. Some of my favorite ASMR artists in general are Batala's ASMR, Atlas ASMR, and ALB in Whisperland. I also can't move on to the next question without mentioning my friends that are excellent Red Dead content creators as well, as they have heavily inspired me to do what I do. So a big thank you to Zumi Fiasco, McDizzle Gaming, and King Aurelian. I'll be sure to provide links to all of these people in the description below. Do you ever play games with your subscribers? At the moment, I currently don't, but I do like the idea of hosting an event in the near future to do so. My biggest priority with this is to make sure I set healthy boundaries for myself and practice proper internet safety. But if you're interested in an event like this, please join the Discord, and we will hopefully be able to set something up. I really would like that opportunity to connect with you all a bit more and have some fun. If you could add a single update to Red Dead Online, what would it be? So I got this question twice, and oh my gosh, just one. While putting aside my desire for several patches and a new Outlaw Pass, I really wish that we could own our own properties. I know after some leaks in previous years, there was a discussion that this might become a possibility, but since Red Dead has been put on the back burner, I'm not sure if this will happen or not. But just imagine being able to have your own little house or a lovely cabin, maybe even being able to own cattle and chickens for a farming role that helps with the trader role. The possibilities are endless, and I do hope someday this becomes a reality. I've been dreaming for far too long. What are some of the earliest memories you have of playing video games? My earliest memory playing video games is so vivid for me. Growing up, my parents were musicians, so while they were having band practice, I would hang out with their bandmate's son, who was around my age. We were probably 8 or so, maybe younger. And I remember he had the coolest games. We would always order a thin crust hamburger pizza from Domino's and play Mortal Kombat. Now, if you know anything about the Mortal Kombat games, not for children. So anytime our parents would check in on us, we would quickly turn it off and switch it out with Super Mario Sunshine or Smash Bros. Melee, so we wouldn't get into trouble. We did the same thing with GTA 3, but I remember getting caught that time, and we were in big trouble. I also remember loving Spyro, Jak 2, Crash Bandicoot, and any racing game. But it wasn't until I got older that I really let myself love gaming the way that I do now. And the games that did that were Skyrim and Red Dead. Now, speaking of Red Dead, here's the completed character creation. She's now ready for her jailhouse glamour shots, and I'll finish the remaining questions while horseback riding in first person. This was a request from Regina in the LucyLuck's Comfy Cozy Club Discord, and I thought it would be lovely ambiance for answering the rest of your questions. What kind of music are you currently listening to? So my music taste is a little all over the place, but my steady favorite genres are trip-hop, post-punk, 80s alternative, southern gothic, and bedroom pop. I listen to a lot of Portishead, the Pixies, Radiohead, and Billy Idol for some reason. Anything that sounds dreamy, down-tempo, or a little gritty is my favorite. But my top 3 most listened to songs this month have been Harness Your Hopes by Pavement, Waste by Killswitch, and Hole in the Middle by Emily Jane White. What's a movie you've watched more than once? Gosh, I have a few good comfort movies I tend to rewatch, but for some reason, I can't seem to stop rewatching Rocket Man. Rocket Man. I really don't know why that is. It wasn't a well-reviewed movie by any means, but there's just something about it that's been really soothing for me lately. But some other go-to favorites of mine are American Hustle, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?, Moulin Rouge, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. What's the story behind child you wanting to be a spy? How much of that interest and the feelings behind it did you carry into adulthood? Being a millennial, growing up with movies like Spy Kids and shows like Kim Possible, I thought a lot of kids around my age did. But I've also always loved old film noir and spy movies. To be honest, I always just loved the idea of having neat gadgets and looking cool and mysterious. Now, the reality of being a spy is decidedly not that so. I never seriously considered it as a valid career path, but surprisingly that interest does carry with me into adulthood. My sense of style and fashion can only be characterized as James Bond villain, and I'm obsessed with obscure tech and vintage makeup. What is the meaning of life? Big question, but I'll bite because I want no question to go unanswered. I can't exactly say with any degree of certainty that I know the answer to that question. And I certainly can't speak to what the meaning of life is for others. But right now, I believe that we're simply serving our purpose by being here, waking up every day and experiencing this reality with others. I think the meaning of life is just to live and hopefully give back to the world in our own unique ways. How do you feel about making your channel grow? Now, this question, I wasn't really sure if it was spam or not. I see so many of those ready to grow your channel. Click here for thousands of subs now. But on the off chance this is not the circumstance here, I'm incredibly excited to see that the channel is growing, and a bit bewildered. I thought I'd be doing my little ASMR videos into the void for a long time, but I'm so happy to see so many other people enjoying them with me. While growth is affirming and exciting, I really try not to get too caught up in the cycle of grow, grow, grow. I'm really grateful for everyone who is right here, right now. I hope no matter what happens, I'll always be able to connect with you all and make the channel feel like we're all just friends, staying up too late at night and playing our fun video games with one another until we fall asleep. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video and getting to know a little bit more about me. Once again, I appreciate everyone who submitted questions, and do let me know if you have any more in the comments below. Sweet dreams, and I look forward to seeing you